You look at me, I look at you. You kill me slow, I get you through. Heroin, I'll always come back to you. Like heroin, I'll always come back to you. I'm breaking out on my chin again, y'all. I cannot believe this keeps happening. I don't know what it is. I looked it up on ChatGPT and it said it was a rise in progesterone or a low in estrogen. What the fuck? What? I'm over this, y'all. I don't know if it's just because I'm in my 20s and my hormones are, I would think that my hormones are spiking the most during my teen years, but that's when I had a lot of back acne. So maybe it was, I don't know, but my chin just keeps on getting this painful acne. Also, weirdly enough, I was on my period 4 days ago, and right before I got my period, I was hella bloated, felt gross, and I'm like, all right, just the pre-period blues, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna get my period, I'll feel like shit, and then it'll be better. Well, then post-period, I still felt puffy and bloated, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fucking crash out. As I ate a bag of M&M's, Skittles, Cheez-Its, Cheetos, Wendy's, Jimmy John's. I've been low-key bulking, and I've been happy as fuck. So, honestly, slay. But, hey, guys, how are we? Not to fucking trigger us all, right? Maybe turn on the episode. Sorry, guys. I have issues myself that I'm trying to remind myself when I think about my body. And if you don't have any issues with this, good. You don't want any, and you're beautiful, and you're something called healthy. I am healthy, but in my mind, when I start looking healthy, I'm like, wow, you're not healthy. But I'm trying to remind myself to think of things for the right reasons. When I think about my body and I start crashing out, I'm like, Sadie, why do you eat? So you have fuel, so you can move around, so you can have energy, so you can be happy, so you can feel good. That's why we eat food. That's not why we need to eat fucking Skittles, M&M's, Cheez-Its, Cheetos, Wendy's in one motherfucking night. Ho, damn. But if we do sometimes, you know what? If that's making us happy, that's making us happy. So, pop off, queen. Hey, y'all. How are you doing? Okay, I might scratch all of that because that's trauma dumping. But you know what else? It's low-key real. I know some of y'all deal with that. And I just want to say, whenever you're crashing out about that stuff, genuinely think of things for the right reasons. Also, what I've realized recently, literally no one gives a fuck. I know that I care way more about what I look like than anyone else does. And it really only comes to my body. Look at how I pulled up on the podcast today. But I'm like, Sadie, why are you so worried about, no one else is probably noticing a change in what I look like or a change in what you look like other than yourself. Really, I promise y'all that. I think because of social media and all of that and just phones today, we have so many opportunities to look at pictures of ourselves from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, tomorrow, yesterday, 4 weeks ago, what I look like 4 weeks past that 4 weeks ago. I don't know, especially as girls. I know there's a lot of females on here. I feel we hold water weight and we hold our weight so much differently than men. So I don't fucking weigh myself. I did recently and I shouldn't have, but if you're crashing out about that, guys, weight literally does not matter. I know damn well I weigh way more than you guys probably think I do. And my mom's always said that to me, do not go off the scale. Everyone always used to think that I would lie about my weight because I've always just weighed more than what I look like. And she's and you probably are similar. So she's literally don't step on the scale. And I will say, when I don't step on the scale, I low-key have a lot of fucking peace of mind. I'm just why do I need to weigh myself? Why do I need to look at that number on a scale? All right, we're getting off the eating disorder topic. I don't really have an eating disorder. I just get bad mental space in my head. Even if I'm working out, even if I'm whatever, being healthy. Honestly, that's when it gets worse, when I'm working out and eating healthy. I actually crash out more about what I look like. So we're still trying to find a balance, but to all of you who also feel that way, no, you're not alone, and we're going to find that balance together. Okay. We really are. I think we're doing a lot better than we have been in the past. So I'm proud of us. I hope you're there with me. And if it's really getting to you and you need to go to therapy, I've never been, but let me know how it goes. Kelly's actually tried to get me to go a few times for it, but I don't know. Just I feel like I'd be, I don't know. That's me trauma dumping. Anyways, everyone, how are we doing? How are we feeling? Wait, let me snowball off that really quick. I want to say this to end off that. Confidence is key. If you feel good and you project that you feel good, people are attracted to confidence. People are attracted to people who are confident. I'm gonna be fucking honest. Like, I don't give a fuck what a guy looks like, genuinely. Like, if they're confident and they have a good personality and they're just like there, I'm here for it. Like, I do not, like, if a guy has a six pack and he has a great personality, or if a guy's like not jacked at all and a little fluffy, cool, I'll take either. Like, I actually do not give a shit about looks. Like, my type, there's not one. Like, I literally don't have a fucking type. But anyways, I don't know. I think I made a comment one time on a podcast and I was like, do you think people are going to remember the person who was like so fun and like fun spirited and just like always carefree and a good person, or the person who was like quiet because they were silently like always worried about what they looked like? Like, no one cares. No one's going to talk about what you looked like in a bathing suit or during summertime in a bikini when you're fucking dead in your grave. Like, no one's gonna be like, wow, she looked so fucking good in a bikini. And if that's what they're worried about, those aren't your real fucking people. Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Hope we're all doing really good. What we're gonna do today, since I've been a little bit MIA, is we are actually going to go and read y'all's write-ins. I also have a lot I want to tell you guys, and just kind of talk about with you guys. But I kind of want to hit some of y'all's pinpoints first, because I feel like I always hop on here and talk about myself, and sometimes I don't want to do that. So we're going to hit some of y'all's talking points first, some of your write-ins that I'm going to read. I haven't done write-ins in so long, so I'm excited to read some. And then, yeah, we're going to get into my life, what I've been up to, and what is to come soon. And I think I have some key points I want to make today about myself, and I don't know if it's really advice, but I think I'm just kind of an opinionated person, and I don't even know if I would say opinionated. I think I'm just kind of like a strong-headed person. That's literally fucking opinionated. I am who I am, and I'm not going to change. And I think it's really hard in the field of work I'm in to have that headspace, because there's a lot of temptation for, I don't know, like, not necessarily change, but there's just a lot of temptation a lot. Like, there's a lot of opportunity, and sometimes for those opportunities you have to be someone you're not. And that's just something that, like, I have never done, and I don't plan ever on doing, and I hope to God I never do. And yeah, I don't know. We'll just like kind of get into all that in a little, but I'm going to connect my phone and we're going to read some write-ins. Oh my God, there's so many. Guys, there's like thousands of write-ins. That's fucking crazy. Okay, I recorded a podcast episode last week and I didn't post it just because I didn't really like it. Sometimes I feel like I babble and then I don't edit them immediately. So then when I go back and I listen to them, I'm just like, fuck this. But I was explaining how when I meet a lot of you guys, a lot of y'all do say, I listen to your podcast, or like, oh, I love your podcast, like things regarding my podcast. And it's crazy because sometimes you guys will say things like, oh my God, that one podcast episode when you talked about this. And I'm like, I talked about that. The podcast to me has always been, it's weird because like people view me, I guess, as like a podcaster in a way. Like some people will be like, oh, you like, don't you have like a podcast? And I'm like, yeah, I do, but I don't really think that's like why people know me. Like I forget people actually listen and watch this. I don't know why. I think because it's always been just me, like a one-man band situation, and I've never like really done sponsorships, or I don't know, this isn't like a money avenue for me. And it's like I make like ad revenue off YouTube, I think, but I don't think it's anything crazy by any means. And I have done like sponsorships maybe like 2 years ago. Shout out BetterHelp. They were like our only sponsor. Oh, and Manscaped sponsored the pod one time. But I don't know. I like just kind of do this more so for you guys. Like I genuinely feel like whenever I stop them and I see DMs coming in, or like I go on here and I see thousands of write-ins, like what? That is insane. I'm like, Sadie, holy shit. Like you need to get back on the fucking mic. Like I'm like, damn, I actually have people that listen to them. So I don't know. I just wanted to pinpoint that because I talked about it on the episode that I deleted. Okay, this one's good. Figuring out if a guy is actually good for you and not just wanting him to be good for you. This girl said, sometimes they're hard to see because, like, you have to drop this down. I wake up with you a little less alive. Oh, here we go. I was in a relationship with this guy and we were on a break right now, but we still talk because, I mean, he was my best friend and is still a good person, but we promised each other we would get back together after college, but I just don't know if that promise should be kept even though he really wants it to happen. Should I find someone else or find myself? Okay. I think when you're going into college, it's a very transitional time in your life. I don't know if you're going into college or if that's what you're saying, but I just think I would have graduated college this past year, which, like, holy shit. I'm never saying that again. That's the only time you'll ever hear that come out of my mouth. My birthday in August, by the way, I'm turning 21 again. I'm having a 21st birthday party again because I'm not fucking turning 22. Anyways, I feel like having, like, friends who have now graduated college, looking at the ones who went into college without relationships and really explored and experienced, I feel like you learn a lot about yourself in those years. But I also think everyone has a different personality. Like, some people function way better in relationships. Some people are just, they don't care to go find more people. They don't care to go explore what other people are like or dating other people. They're cool with what they have and where they're at. So I think it's honestly just about kind of your personality. Like, if you know you enjoy having a boyfriend and you like the comfort of having a boyfriend and you don't really want to go explore other things, being on a break with him, I would honestly be so straightforward with him and be like, I don't want to be on a break. That's how I would feel. But I think sometimes when you even question if you want to be with someone and you're constantly thinking about it, you don't want to be with them. Like, I feel like that's low-key your gut and your intuition telling you don't want to be with them. And in a way, I think it's the universe or God protecting you from something you don't need to be a part of. So I think that I wouldn't rely on getting back together with him. But if you want to, I'd make it a serious conversation. Flip the scenario. If he wants to and you don't really know, but you're like, I want to explore other things while keeping him around, that is easy to do. But we shouldn't. We really shouldn't, because you would hate to be on the other, like, side of that situation. Guys, I got bit by fire ants yesterday. And, like, they're literally all popping now. It's actually disgusting. Anyways, though, I think you need a break, girl. I think that you should go have fun. I think you want that too. Here's another one about college. I like these because I feel like they're relatable. This girl said, I moved to college last year. I just finished up my freshman year and went through an identity crisis. I did not know who I was outside of my high school extracurriculars and the friends I've had my whole life. Feeling a little scared for my second year, but I started going to therapy at the end of last school year. Woo! Good for you. I really need to go. At the end of last school year for it and hoping that helps. Any advice? Can you relate? I mean, yeah, I feel like I kind of hit identity crisis after I graduated high school because I didn't even go to college, and everything I knew and everything, I mean, I feel like we all hit that once we get out of high school or college. Like, I think a lot of my post-grad people will probably feel that of you're just kind of lost and you're all of a sudden like you just went and you were partying for 4 years and whatever. Even if you weren't partying, you were like with people who were just like you at the same school doing pretty much the same things every single day, and then all of a sudden you're not, and you're kind of in the big world and you got to get a job and you got to figure things out, and you're not living under mom and dad's roof forever, so you're trying to figure that side of things out. I think we all probably experienced that after high school, after college, and I think the biggest thing I would say is it's completely normal. It's very, very normal. You're not alone. A lot of people feel that way. And I just think some things aren't for some people. Like for example, me living in Georgia this past year, I moved up there in September. I hated it. I really, really hated living there. I did not enjoy it. I never saw anyone. I was so isolated. I never did anything. I was living in my hometown. Like, I was like, what am I doing? I feel like I took a step back, and nothing's wrong with being in your hometown. It just wasn't the place for me to be. I knew I didn't like being in an apartment. I felt like I was in like, just like, I don't know, I'm a very outdoorsy person. So being in like a high-rise apartment, also I just was like, I don't like this. And everyone kind of thought I was just being dramatic and stubborn and not like trying enough. Like they were kind of like, you have to like try and enjoy it, try and find things to do. Yo, I started fucking ice skating lessons, okay? I was trying for some shit. I was fucking trying to think outside the box. And I finally bit the bullet, broke my lease, had to pay an extra month's rent. I'm very grateful that I was able to do that. And then I moved, and where I moved was somewhere I did not know anyone other than like an hour away. The only people I knew were like above the age of 85 years old. And I'm so happy now. And I feel like sometimes, like, I know people that went to college and left after their first year. I'm not saying you should do that, but I think that like give it all you got. And if it's still not working or you're still not happy, explore other avenues. Like there's always online school, high school. Like I hated high school so much. I would say that my parents would probably vouch. The second I started doing online school, I definitely got better. Like I was miserable going to school every day, and it wasn't for me. I started doing online school and I started doing this. Like I started vlogging, and I felt way more comfortable being able to be myself and not have to go to school every day. And I think it did kind of work in my favor, and I feel like it worked in my parents' favor, but you're never stuck. As much as you feel stuck in life sometimes, you never are. And that's coming from someone who I feel like has dealt with that. I've dealt with that my whole life. I feel like I've always felt stuck. And even when I lived with my parents, I felt stuck because I wanted someone to answer everything for me. Like I wanted someone to come down and tell me exactly what to do. And like I wouldn't have ever moved to where I live right now if I didn't have those periods of time of feeling stuck, feeling lost, feeling alone, growing as a person in myself. Like college isn't for everyone, and even if you have to go 3 more years through it, guys, we're so young. There's no rush. There's literally no rush. Everyone's always rushing. I'm not coming at this girl, by the way. I don't want her to think I'm coming at her, but I feel like everyone's always constantly rushing for things. And like, that's even how I've been. I feel like I've lived my whole life rushing, wanting the next thing to happen, wanting like to know where I'm going to be in the next year and where am I going to live and who am I going to be dating and who are my friends going to be. Like I've always wanted the answers to my future. That sucks. Why do we want to know? Like we should not rush for our future. Take things slow. Relax. We're young. I'm literally 21. Like even thinking I'm post-grad of college, I didn't go. I have no fucking degree, but like I would be post-grad college with a degree if I went. That's still young. Like we're young. If you're 24, you're young. Hell, if you're 30 and you got married at 26 years old and 4 years later you realize that guy's not for you and you get divorced, you're still young and healthy, and there's a plan for you in place, and the plan that is in place for you is perfect. I promise you that. The plan that God has for you is perfect, and just like sometimes we have to be in waiting seasons to find ourselves, to find God, to find someone that we're going to meet 6 months into our waiting season and be like, holy crap, it's like an angel came into my life. You never know what's going to happen. So push through the hard times. And I don't know. I think when you're dealing with hard times, stressful times, lonely times, it means something good is coming. So push through it. I promise you. But yeah, just have hope, girl. Have hope, have faith, and know you're never alone. My fucked head. Oh, I want to read this one. I need to know how to stop feeling so fucking crazy and manic all the time. Like constantly in my head, I feel like it's busy. Like there's constant feeling of lightning and energy and fuzziness. Like my head is constantly buzzing in all of the worst ways. I am always longing to just black out. So I don't have to remember that I always feel this way, and I don't know what the issue is. I overthink everything, and I know you've shared you're an overthinker too. I just want to know how you make yourself pause and turn off all the sound, if you can relate to this at all. I love you so much, and you're one of the things that gives me a 40-minute break from my own head. Oh, I love you, babe. Okay. 1, I will say, like, I don't want to be harsh, but the drinking literally does not help. Like I feel like the most clear my head has ever been was when you guys saw me go through my breakup, and then I started working out at home, and I live with my parents, and I was just very like focused on health and Like I journaled every day. I read books. I lived in the middle of nowhere with my family. And like you would think that would give you so much more time to overthink. But once I started practicing like healthy mechanisms to get out of my head, it helped a lot. I know you probably don't want to hear this. I don't know if you do work out, but working out helps your brain so much. I need to get back into it because I've kind of just been not working out at all this month with how much I've been traveling, but it is so good for my brain and like my ADHD. I also think it like cures depression. Like there's studies that working out literally cures depression. Even if you just turn on like a 30-minute little workout on YouTube or like a 10-minute ab workout, something, or go for a walk and jog for 30 seconds within that walk. It releases shit in your brain that like makes you, I don't know if it makes you happy, but it's like getting rid of the bad energy. And it's true. Like I remember people used to tell me that like, you need to work out. And I was like, shut the fuck up, like literally shut the fuck up. And once I actually started to, I was like, wow, this actually works. I also think too, practicing gratitude is so important when you have so much going on in your brain. I used to wake up every single day and the first thing I would do is I would get out my journal and I'd write down 5 things I was grateful for in the journal. And it's like immediately putting positive energy into your life. I also think like, I don't know how much you're on your phone or if you're constantly on your phone, but in high school, I remember when I was like pretty down bad, it was very similar to what you're saying. And a lot of it was just like my phone, like going on my phone, comparing my lives to other people. Comparison is the thief of all joy. Like we always think the grass is greener. Social media is fake as fuck, guys. Like I personally, I love what I do and I love you guys so much, but I hate social media. Like I really, really do. I don't like the state social media is in at all. And there's obviously good and bad to be found in it, but I feel like it's just so much noise. It's so constant. It's so fast. It makes us all think we're kind of behind. Like when I go on social media, if I'm not on like meme social media where I'm seeing like funny fucking shit all day and I'm on like looking at everyone else's lives, I start getting stressed out because I feel like I'm like behind or I'm not doing something right, and just like, oh, that girl, like look at her body, oh, this person, like look what they're doing, I could be doing that right now. You just like, it's too much for our brains to comprehend. So I feel like limiting your phone, your screen time, guys, we need to start fucking watching YouTube again. Like I feel like watching YouTube videos was where it was at. You would sit down, you feel relaxed during it. It's like 10 minutes long minimum. Even David Dobrik, like if I go watch David Dobrik, I'm completely taken out of like the real world. That is literally what screen time used to be for. It was kind of like reading. Like you would go watch a movie to take yourself out of being in the real world. Like it was made for enjoyment. And I feel like social media, as much as we're all fucking addicted to it and we're all on it all the time, it doesn't make us calm. I don't think so, at least, unless you're like on a really calm side of it. But I don't know, limiting phone time, maybe. I'm sorry. I hate that you feel that way. But I don't know. Like I was saying, there's no rush to life. You don't have to have everything figured out. Like the overthinking, I overthink a lot too, but I think too, like the closer you can get to God, the more peace you're going to have in your life, guys. I feel like recently I have felt like his presence a lot more. I don't know why. In Jupiter, like 2 weeks ago, I was just like walking on the beach. I could not stop crying. Like I just kept on crying. And I think I was just like feeling really grateful. And I just really felt like so much of like Jesus in my life. Like I felt like he was just really there. And I went through like it kept on happening. Like he kept on getting brought up in conversations with people. Like I would go hang out with one of my friends and like somehow like God would get brought up for the first time, and it was like their first time ever talking about it. And then I was in Nashville for CMA Fest, and like I met this girl. Actually, she's so cute. Her name's Gracie. She's a cheerleader. I don't know what team she's on, but she's an NFL cheerleader. And she was just like glowing, like literally glowing, talking to us. Of course, me and my friend Liz are like about to take a shot. And she's like, I'm okay. Like, she's like, you guys, like, I do not care at all. Like, she was so sweet. She's like, I do not care. Like, have fun. Like, yeah. And she's like, I'm not drinking right now. I'm sober. And I'm like, oh, and of course I'm like, oh, okay. Like, why? I don't think I said it like that, but I asked her why. And she was like, I don't know. I've just like been really close with like the Lord recently. And like, she was saying it in a very nice way. Like, you know how some people can be condescending when they say stuff like that? Complete opposite. Like, she could not have said it in a better way. And she was literally just glowing, so pretty, so happy, so cute. And I just keep on, I feel like, having people like talk about God or things like that. And I really do feel like when you are close with the Lord and you pray and you read Bible verses. I have an app. I think one is called #Bible. Another one's called Abide. And Abide, it has like a bunch of different stories you can listen to like before you go to sleep or in the morning when you wake up. And I listen to like a lot of them when I go to bed. And they somehow always will talk about what you need. Like I'll just click on a random one sometimes and it will just start talking about my life. Like it literally will just start talking about my life. And it's so relaxing. It's so calming. And when you realize that like God loves you, God has a plan for you, and all we have to do is just trust that and have faith in that and try and be a good person, like life kind of goes on easy mode a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, I actually want to hit on this. This girl said, picking yourself back up after struggling for a while with mental health, boys, happiness, and struggling to figure out where you are going in life right now. I feel like I kind of just like hit a bunch of pinpoints kind of alluding to that. I don't know if alluding is the right word, but it's a big one. I just used it. So hell yeah. I low-key need that right now. I feel like I've had a month of traveling, being all over the place. I'm about to be back in South Florida and I'm probably going to be there for a while. I want to try and spend every single weekend in July there, other than this first weekend because it's going to be the 4th and I'll be in Alabama. But I want to try and spend every single weekend there and just enjoy it. When I first moved down there, I was not busy at all because I didn't really know anyone. So I was kind of just like, I don't know, I would go out on the weekends, but I was very by myself and I feel like I had a lot of healthy habits in place in my life. And I do think those are the first steps to kind of like finding yourself and picking yourself back up is what you said. Like, I feel like that does help. I really want to start like journaling again. I kind of just want like, I want to refresh. Like, I want to like refresh my life and make some goals, go for the goals. I think having goals is so important. I definitely recently have just been like living, like I'm kind of just relaxed, laid back, living, doing my thing, like not really working towards anything, kind of just going with the flow of where I'm at right now. And I'm really, really happy where I'm at. So I'm happy about that, but I do want to find some like goals, even if it's like, you want to like doing things for other people, I think always make you happy. And I think always get you on a good path of what life is about. Like if you can make someone else smile or make someone else happy, even if you tell yourself every single day, like I'm going to compliment someone today. Like I'm going to make sure I compliment a random stranger today. And that is the one thing you have in your mind of like, that's like what I'm going to do today. Like I'm going to make sure I do that. And you like do it and you realize you're doing it. This sounds so stupid, but guys, I was so depressed after that fucking breakup. Like I feel like we all need one really good breakup in our life. Like I had mine and like it actually changed my entire life. I'm so grateful for it. But after that breakup, I remember one of my like things every single day I had to do was compliment someone. And like, I remember I would always be able to lay my head down at night and remember who the compliment was to and what I said. And it just makes not only that other person hopefully feel good, but it makes you feel good as well. Because you just like, I don't know. I think there's so much to be said about talking to like strangers and talking to people. Or even like if you're like, I'm going to talk to someone new today. Or I don't know. I think just doing little things for yourself and little things for others helps so much. Journaling's huge. I really want to start reading. I think finding little hobbies you enjoy. Find hobbies, set goals. Gratitude is key. Gratitude is really key to everything. Perspective and gratitude. Like if you can close your eyes and just go, all right, I'm going to take 5 minutes or like not 5 minutes, 30 seconds and think of all these things I'm grateful for and I'm happy for and all the blessings in my life. Like even if you're driving a car and you get from point A to point B, you got lucky. Like, do you guys know every time we get in our car, like that sounds really fucked up. Like some of you guys are probably driving like, Sadie, shut the fuck up. I'm on a fucking interstate right now. But you know what I mean? Like when I take long road trips and I'm driving 9 hours in my vehicle, when I get to where I'm going, I really try and be like, damn, like that was like something could have happened. Anything can happen at any time. And even when I leave my parents' house and I go to Starbucks and get a coffee and come back, I'm like, all right, guys, like, bye, love you. And then the thought goes through my head, like, okay, like hopefully I make it back. And I know I shouldn't think like that, but we really do have to be grateful for just every single day and the little things. So yeah, we should do like a picking ourselves up series. Maybe we're going to do one of those, and I'll tell you guys what I've been doing. I'm going to try and work on myself, and I'll come back to you guys with my advice on what I've been up to when it comes to that type of stuff. And it's about a boy. So my ex treated me like shit, always talking to his ex, never took me on dates. This new guy I've been seeing treats me so good, but I feel myself being standoffish because I don't want to get hurt again. How do you trust again? What's meant for you will find you. And it's going to come easy, and it's going to come with peace and not confusion. I fully believe that. And I think it's hard because like I deal with this, and I feel like your gut never lies. Like I just feel like your gut and your intuition is kind of always right. And if you're having mixed feelings about someone, and they're constant, like maybe they linger on for like over 2 weeks, there's probably a reason for that, even if your reason isn't why you shouldn't be with them. For example, let's say you're seeing this new guy, Brad, okay? And maybe you don't like maybe there's like something you really want in a guy. Like there's just something that you've always dreamed about having with a guy, and Brad doesn't have it. And you know, not everyone's gonna be perfect. Like you're rarely gonna meet people who are gonna be like, I met my perfect match. But let's say that Brad just doesn't have this one thing that you like really would like in a guy. Let's say that you like really fucking love cats, and Brad's allergic to cats. Brad can't have cats. He's allergic. And you're like, shit, like I've always dreamed of having 3 cats when I like have my own home and get married and whatever. And you keep on seeing Brad and you like things about him, but like you just can't kind of get over that. It's not about the cats, babe. It's probably not about the cats. It's probably something else. And the cats, and the reason you can't get over that is because it's like God's way of telling you that's not your person. Like that is how I view things and people in your life. And I just think when something's not meant for you, it might not be for the reasons that you're gonna think so. Like I think there's so many things that go or that are done in life like behind our backs that we don't see, that God sees, and that's the reasoning for a lot of things that happen. Like we don't know all the answers. Like I don't know, even friendships, when you like friendships end and you're like, why would that person do this? Or when someone pisses you off and you're like, why would that person do this or that? I think that there's other things happening that we don't see, and we kind of just have to like take what it is for what it is. So I would say what's meant for you will find you. If this guy you're seeing, if it's really just you're having trouble trusting him, I think maybe it's a conversation you have with him. Like, hey, listen, I have dated shitty people in the past. My trust has been so ruined, and I'm kind of working on trusting again. My thing is like, I have blind trust with new people I see, which I am grateful for, but I also don't recommend because I literally think I've gotten cheated on in like almost every relationship. But I just feel like when I'm seeing someone new, I will trust you until you give me a reason not to. And I feel like I've been treated like shit in the past. So I think if this guy is doing everything right, you're just struggling because of like you have PTSD and stuff, pray about it. Literally just pray about it. God, look out for me. Please see things that I do not see. And if this person's not meant for me, take him out of my life. If you pray that prayer, he will answer you. I promise you. If you ask God to take someone out of your life or something out of your life, if it is not right for you, he will do it. Like God, strike me down, take this out of my life if it is not meant for me, please. He will do it. It actually happened to me recently. I'm not kidding. Literally recently I prayed that prayer, and next day I was shell shocked. I was literally like, oh, what? No way. What? And then you're kind of like sitting there like mad, like why? Really? Dang. Okay, pray that prayer. This person said, how do you really feel about living alone? it has its ups and downs. I'm grateful because I get to travel and see my people a lot, but if I wasn't able to do that, it would probably be pretty lonely. All right, guys. Well, that was a good yap sesh. Good write-ins. There's a lot on there, so I'm probably gonna pinpoint some and bring them into next episode. You can always write in at whasthattmi.com. Little update on Sadie. Little update on my life at the moment. Currently at my parents'. I've been here for over a week. It's been really great, actually, other than the fact that I'm paying rent at somewhere else that I'm not even at. So that kind of bothers me a little bit. But I've been at my parents', been just hanging out, been regrouping. I feel like I'm at a period in my life that you guys are not going to be shocked by because I talk about this all the time. But I just don't. Almost similar to what you guys are saying, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. And I'm just really trying to enjoy life. And like, I don't know, I want something to be passionate about again. And I want something to work towards. Like, I feel like since I released that 1 million documentary, I've kind of just been on like autopilot. Like, yes, I moved out. But like, even when I moved out, once I got settled in, I was like, all right, what am I doing? Like, something like, hey, you're going to upload every single week on Tuesday. I can discipline myself to do that, but it's not motivating. And I will say the reason I've been gone for a little bit, it is because, y'all, if I upload on here constant, I start to like resent it because I start to be like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I don't know. Like, when I see clips of me on TikTok of me like holding the microphone and talking, I'm like, I don't even know that person. Like, I genuinely, like, it's like an out of body experience. Like, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. But I feel like when I come on here every once in a while, it gives me more to talk about. So I don't know. I'm kind of just trying to like, not find myself, but I'm kind of trying to figure out where I want things to go. I've been in this for a minute. We've been around for a little while. I love you guys. You guys are genuinely like my family. Like, anytime I meet you guys, I feel so comfortable. And I will say, I'm so grateful for that. I watched my 1 million documentary today, and I haven't watched it in a really long time. And I was like, I just want to watch this because I kind of want to see like where my mind's at the end of it. And I kind of skipped around in it. And I don't know. I just like, I really want to focus on doing things for the right reasons and doing things that make me happy, make people around me happy. If Cooper called me and was like, Sadie, you can vlog at the house, I don't care, I'll be in your videos, I would move home and build a fucking barn on my parents' property in a heartbeat. It's just hard because Cooper's in high school. He doesn't like to be on camera, and I never want to force that upon anyone, and I try and really respect that. But I don't know, filming myself all the time, I would be lying to you guys if I said I enjoy it. Like, I would be lying if I said I like that. I don't like myself that much. I actually, no, that's a lie. I love myself, but I don't like, I guess, being a one-man band 24/7. Like, I really don't. And so when I force myself to do that, I like build up this resentment, not towards y'all, but just towards what I do. And I'm kind of like, whatever. Like, I'll just go post on Snapchat and I'll just whatever. Like I said, I've kind of just been on autopilot. So I really want to try and find things I'm passionate about. I know I sound like a fucking broken record because I've said that all the time, but I'm looking to hop on ChatGPT and see what it tells me and like explain my life to it a little bit and see if it gives me some insight on some things to do. But y'all, like, I feel like I'm gonna get made fun of. I low-key really want to start learning about sports because I'm gonna have to know about it if I want to do this. And I kind of want to start going to like a bunch of like sport things and like interviewing people. Like, I don't know if that would even be possible, but you know how I used to do like the drunk tailgates and I would get fucked up and then like go interview tailgaters? Like, that to me gets old because it's just like, I feel like I wind up just being like, I need to be drunk for this. Like, I need to also be drunk. And I feel like if I learned about sports and stuff, like, imagine if I like went like sideline, like, what's that girl's name? Erin Andrews. I would never be her. But like, imagine if I was like one of those bitches, but like Chad on the sidelines. I don't know. I need to get into something. Like, I need to find something I enjoy a lot because realistically, like, I can't get married right now. Like, I feel like sometimes I just sit there and I'm like, it's fine. Like, my next passion will be when I have kids, and that is fine. Like, I think if your passion in life is to get married and have babies, dude, nothing wrong with that. Like, I think there actually is something to be said about how we live in a world now where like that's kind of shamed. I feel like some people are like, no, you need to be independent. You need to live for you. Like, yo, some people don't want to be independent, and that's completely cool. Like, I probably used to preach that myself. Like, you need to do your own thing. I used to be really confused by like no one wanted to be single. And then I realized like some people don't want to be single. Some people want a boyfriend. Some people want a companion. Me, on the other hand, I want to be single one week, and the next week I don't, and the next week I do. Some of us are just wired differently, but I think that, like my mother, let me just give an example really quick. My mom, she was someone who she was kind of like, I had like dreams and aspirations, but I never really was like super passionate or driven about any of them. And she's like, I really wanted to be a mom. That's fucking awesome, Kelly. Like, I'm actually so proud of you. My parents are the most successful people I've ever met. And that is nothing to say about like the money they have. Like, my parents, they do fine, but they're the most successful people I know. And it has everything to do with the life that they've given their kids and the relationship that they have. And I know I'm super, super, super blessed to be able to say that my parents are still together, because I know that that's really rare in today's world, and you don't hear of that as often. And it's hard. Like, I think it's really hard. And I think we're kind of in a world where there's so much in it to where it doesn't shock me that a lot of people aren't together. Unfortunately, it's just how the world works. And I will say though, I view my parents' success in their relationship and in the family that they built. Like, I think that they both, if I were to ask them like, what was the best day of your life? They would 100% say the day they had kids. And that's fucking beautiful. Like, that is genuinely so wholesome, so beautiful. They're chillers. Like, they're chill. They love life. I'm sitting in their pole barn right now. Like, they're very laid back, cool people. And some people like, also, I just want to address this really quick, because I know that we have new listeners sometimes, but I'll see comments sometimes like of people arguing about my life, and like comments. Sometimes I'll like go down the thread and just like read it because it's entertaining to me. But I'll see people be like, she was loaded growing up. Like, go look at her house right now. Guys, my dad still works for a company. My dad goes to work every single day and works 5 to 3 and is going to have to continue to do that. And two of his kids are out of the house and financially on their own. He has one son. They got Coop. But I can tell you right now, I definitely did not grow up with a lot of money. And I'm honestly grateful for that. Like, I'm really love the way I grew up, and I hope to raise my kids like that one day. But I don't know. I kind of just want to like throw that out there. Money is not everything. Materialistic things are not everything. Success, I think, is measured differently by everyone and what you want. But I think, I don't know, there's just like, I don't want to say everyone, but the world today, this constant thing that I keep seeing is like everyone is in a rush, and especially kids my age. It's kind of hard because I feel like I'm in a very different position than a lot of my friends. And I'll have friends sometimes who are very, very money focused, success focused, and I completely get it. Like, I do. Like, I get why people think that way, but I feel like sometimes we have goals and sometimes we have places we want to be. Once I get there, I'll finally be happy. Once I do this, I'll finally be whatever. And it's like, that's the biggest lie you could ever tell yourself. You're going to get there and be like, now I have this problem. Now I have this problem. The grass isn't always greener, babe. It's not. It's really, really not. And don't rely on the finish line to feel happy, because like you're just rushing to your grave. There's a comment or there's a quote, something about rushing to your grave. I don't know. But I love you guys and I miss you guys. And I love doing podcasts at home because I feel like it's when I'm in the best mindset and just thinking the best things. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just really content with life right now. I really, really am. And I really hope I can stay this way because I feel like I crash out. I've had a few crash outs this year that have been like major and I need to stop. And I think a lot of it comes from just like when I'm alone and there's constant thoughts in my head and all of that. But I don't know. Life is so awesome. Oh, life's a climb. Fuck. It's a Hannah Montana quote. What's the one where it's like, um, it's not the finish line, it's about the journey, or it's not about where you're going, it's about the journey. What is that quote? Hey, I found it. Oh, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Mic drop. That's it for today, folks. Love you guys. I miss you guys. I hope you're all doing great. You're my favorite people in the world. And I just uploaded a new vlog on YouTube, so if you guys want to go watch that, go watch it. But I'll see y'all soon, and it won't be as long, hopefully. Love you.